That thing got buttons on it.
Yeah,
it's
got buttons
a
on
button down.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Okay.
Every time we interview, you comment on my shirt.
For
Every
real?
single time. Every single time.
I waited my entire life for this. The world's gonna start over. I'ma burn it all.
What happens now determines what happens to the rest of the world.
Killmonger versus Black Panther versus T'Challa. I saw it was a little Martin versus Malcolm. Was that a conscious thing to sort of have the two different viewpoints sort of going head to head with each other?
It was definitely conscious to have two different viewpoints. As far as that specific, an analogy, for me, the differences between T'Challa and Killmonger are so much. They have more of a dichotomy, I think, than Martin and Malcolm were. I think Martin and Malcolm kind of get. I think that it kind of gets skewed in looking back on it because what they were saying wasn't really all that different, actually. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But these two viewpoints and these two perspectives, I think are more opposed. But for me, what I love about the film and is that you dealing with people who are these Wakandans are like they have a lot of pride for where they from and they almost all of the characters they serve Wakanda in a way that to me was profound.
Vicky!
When you're reading the script, getting ready to do all these things that you get to do in this movie, and you see the things that Killmonger say versus the things that you get to say in this film, it's so phenomenal, so deep on so many different levels. What was your viewpoint of their different opinions and goals in this film?
Well, I see both sides. I certainly see both sides. I am African American. And I have lived the majority of my life not knowing, where my people come from, what ethnicity am I, what country, wouldn't even be country, but what country I come from and ethnicity. And so I understand that conflict of being disconnected from it. Yeah. That's Killmonger's point of view. I also, relish in the idea of there being an untouched, untampered with continent or country within the continent that is able to advance without colonialism and slavery messing with it. And so if that existed, I would do everything in my power to protect it from everyone. Yeah. So I think because both men are right to a certain extent, it becomes more about their hearts and their intent. And I think, T'Challa's heart is more in the right place, is essentially what it is. But Killmonger, you listen to him, you're like, yes, that's my position too. And that, and it's going to be interesting because I feel like, as people watch the movie, they'll be torn about where they stand, and that's the beauty of a great conflict.
Wakanda forever! Wakanda forever!
Godzilla!
Yeah.
Zilla bitch!